Another post-election video. Warnock and Osinoff won. So now the Democrats have a Senate majority. I live in Georgia, by the way. I didn't vote for anybody, because I don't believe in voting for the lesser of two evils. Let me explain that. My dad, he voted for the Republicans. And my boss voted for the Democrats. They both voted for essentially the same reasons mirrored to each other because of the culture war. Because they want to vote for the lesser of two evils, right? And what they determine is the lesser of two evils based on where they sit on the culture war. Both agree, by the way, that their side, or both sides, is corrupt. Horribly corrupt. But they still go out and vote. Because, the Democrats will take our guns away. The Republicans will make abortions illegal. Stuff like that. Like, that's their main talking points. It's not, these people are good people, and these other people that are running it, they're corrupt. No, they're both corrupt and they're both terrible. So I just washed my hands with it. I didn't go out and vote. So they got the majority. But they'll probably use it in 2022. They're not going to use it. They're not going to use it for anything good, at least. They're just going to get it and lose it. Because, I mean, look at Force the Vote that just happened. Nancy Pelosi has been reelected as the Speaker of the House, despite the whole Force the Vote thing, because that went nowhere. I support it. I still think it was a great idea, good idea, because that's what we need. We need that aggression. We need to hold politicians accountable. Speaking of which, also in the news, it's been like a crazy news week, by the way. Siege on Capitol Hill by MAGA, Trump supporters. Oh man, that's crazy. It's funny because, like, they deserve it. Like, the government deserves it. They deserve to have a siege on Capitol Hill, all the shit that's done. But it's weird that this is the thing to cause that to happen. It's not like, because there were other good reasons, like the CARES Act, giving all this money to big corporations, but nothing for like small businesses, or the recent coronavirus relief bill, where everybody just gets $600, but yet other countries' militaries get like tons of money. Like, it's this huge spending bill, and most of the money is not spent on coronavirus relief. Or the fact that they won't even vote on. They won't even bring public health care to a floor vote in the middle of a health pandemic. Even though that's what the majority of Americans want. But this is the thing that causes people to rush into the White House. It's because they believe the election was stolen from Donald Trump. Even though there's no hard or empirical evidence, they believe it because, Trump tells them. And I don't blame them, because who are you going to trust these days? Who are you going to trust? Like, the media lies. CNN constantly lies. MSNBC constantly lies. Fox News constantly lies. You're going to trust them? You're going to trust the fact checkers, the political fact checkers that constantly lie? CNN talking about how, you've got to vote for Joe Biden and not Bernie Sanders because Bernie won't win against Trump and Biden will. What? When they say shit like that, when they're clearly biased, it's ridiculous. Like, of course people are going to be suspicious. Look at what the Democrats have been doing with pushing Russiagate and all the meddling of the 2020 and the 2016 primary election, their own primary elections they meddle with. The Iowa caucus, Hillary Clinton's emails. Is it no wonder that people would believe that they would rig a general election? Of course. There's just no, like I said, evidence of it. So you know, I don't believe that they rigged it, but I mean, I don't blame anyone that does, like, cause it's like, it is super fucking suspicious. They are shady motherfuckers, and it does sound like something they do. But it's funny that is what gets people so riled up that they storm the Capitol. Not all the other things. not Bernie being snubbed in both primary elections. You think people would be up in arms, but no, they're just like, blue no matter who. After the fact. You gotta vote blue no matter who. No. That's why I like Jimmy Dore's force the vote thing. Because people don't realize what Jimmy Dore is masterful. They're like, oh, it's not like a well thought out, like, plan where he's like thinking ahead. No, I see what he's doing. He's trying to separate, like, the actual progressive left, the populist left, whatever you want to call it, progressives from the posers. Because there's a lot of posers. A lot of posers. A lot of people that just use, I don't know, Bernie supporting Medicare for all to virtue signal. Look at the primary election, where all these politicians pretending to support Medicare for all. Pretending to support Medicare for all, and a few actually do. I think Bernie, and then, or public health care, I should say. Bernie supports Medicare for all, and then, like, other ones may support other public health care bills or styles or whatever you want to call it, systems. But then others just say that they support it, and they fucking don't. You know Pete Buttigieg, that he doesn't know. He doesn't actually support that. Joe Biden was, like, one of the few people to not outright lie about it. Be like, no, I don't support it. And then people who supposedly, overwhelmingly, want Medicare for all, they go out and vote for him. Again, I think that there's some shady stuff that went on down and that Bernie should have won, but there still legitimately was a bunch of people that did vote for Joe Biden. And I know you're not supposed to vote shame, but I'll vote shame that all the ding-dong day long. Like, I will vote shame anyone that voted for Joe Biden over Bernie Sanders. That's right. I won't even vote shame someone that voted for Trump or even Biden in the general election. I'll be like, all right, that's your opinion. That's what you thought was best. You voted for the lesser of two evils, I guess. That's what most of them say. But voting for Biden over Bernie, you're just fucking up. You're just fucking up. Because Bernie would have won. He would have won by a landslide. Like, anyone could have been. That's the thing that these people don't understand. Trump isn't like this unstoppable force. It's so hard. It was so hard to get him out of office. No, it's just the Democratic candidates are just so trash that, like, no wonder. I can believe that he could win. I could believe that Donald Trump, someone with no experience in office and didn't do a particularly good job at all, appointing Acosta to his fucking, appointing Ajit Pai to the FCC. Come on. I mean, he did a couple of good things. He withdrew from the TPP. That was good. I'm just rambling on. This is supposed to be about the election, but so much stuff has gone on, and it's just made me just talk out of my ass. Just rambling. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.